Hello everyone, MPS11 here, back again for another review. Now, of course, there is, no flashy intro for this one. I generally couldn't come up with anything for this one, so I thought I'd just put it straight forward. However, while I have you guys here, I actually want to genuinely say how sorry I feel for not being able to produce a Christmas/wintry themed review last year. Working on other reviews plus other content definitely took precedent over me, sitting down and planning what I wanted to review for last year. So sadly, my tradition was broken last year, and I really shouldn't feel that bad about it, but I kind of wanted to keep it going, so to speak. But you win some, you lose some. So yeah. However, obviously, that doesn't mean that I couldn't do one this year. I mean, I figured out something to review, which we'll get to in a second, but. Yeah, so while I couldn't come up with anything, I'm glad I, planned ahead for this one. And I didn't forget the Santa hat this time, so, that's also a plus. I would have added the reindeer antlers, but I decided to leave that out this year. Anyway, so, to take it from the top, hello everyone, I'm MPS11, back again for another review, and today we are going to be reviewing Thomas and the Snowman pack. So, without further ado, let's get into this review.
Thomas and the Snowman car pack was based off the season 11 episode Thomas's Frosty Friend, in which of that, Thomas...
You know what am I even doing, just giving the backstory on this item? If you want to, see a better way to put it, then I highly suggest watching the video by Mr. MPS 2002 and SkarloeyRailway01, where they basically go over and talk about the episode anyway. I would also, since there's a video that technically goes with it, I might as well suggest Mr. MPS 2002 and SkarloeyRailway01's video on MPS's channel on the Being Boozled challenges. Those two videos kind of go together, although viewer discretion is advised. I would suggest also watching the MP show that was made on that little, meetup, but it's no longer up on YouTube. But hey, my good friend Chase, Thomas Small Engine, already has it, so, that checks out.
Well, I guess with no backstory to talk about now, let's actually get into the pack. Again, it was basically released to go inside of the episode. You basically get two things in this pack. A normal 2003 Thomas, and the Snowman balloon car. Now, to be honest, there's nothing to say about this Thomas. Thomas isn't even covered with snow, he doesn't have a Christmas hat, heck, he doesn't even have a snowplow. Then again, Thomas was pretty normal looking in the episode, but I feel like adding a festive version of Thomas would have definitely lifted this pack quite a bit. But let's be real, the whole reason we wanted this pack was for the Snowman car, wasn't it? Yeah, the Snowman car, while stupid, is the more interesting part of the pack. If you've watched the actual episode, you will know that the Snowman gets hooked onto Thomas's buffers. However, that's not really physically possible unless if you were to, pretend it did and hold the Snowman while you're remaking the episode. So Learning Curve made the smart decision to put it on a flatbed so that it was easy to be transported and to make it look like that it was following Thomas. But while Learning Curve made the smart decision, I can't say Thomas was any smarter. Doing this kind of gives the same vibe as, well, say the Chinese Dragon, except it being at a carnival and this thing being at a winter holiday party. Truth be told, if you bought this thing to unscrew it from the flatbed, cut off the ropes, fill in the holes, chop away the support under the bottom, and do some repainting, you could have a very nice conflat right here. Alas, I'll have to be content with a snowman stuck to it for now. Now, you may be wondering, other than reviewing it, why did I buy this pack? Well, truth be told, I actually didn't. The Thomas you see here was the Thomas that was actually given to me by Little Engine. And I actually bought the Snowman car because I wanted to use it, as a little gag within the CSC for this shot, so to speak. So, all in all, me putting the two things together just kind of made it work out that way. The only other interesting thing I can say about this pack is the way it's packaged, as I didn't realize until Thomas Wooden Rarely pointed out that within the box, it faces the other way. unlike most conventional TWR items that usually face to the left. Though when Thomas Wood was introduced, they started doing it to the right like how this pack was. I genuinely don't know if it's just one of those weird novelties or not. Overall, this is basically a mediocre pack based on a terrible episode. Thomas is nothing to scream about, and while the flatbed of the Snowman car is cool, the actual snowman itself, well, stare at it too long and it's just as creepy as the actual thing from the episode. Although, believe it or not, I have to give this pack a little bit of credit. I like when toys are released that are based off of episodes, not just something, say, random, like, I don't know, the candy cars. Now, of course, that doesn't mean packs like the Bubblesome Trucks or the Aquarium cars have a right to exist, but when you look at these packs and compare them to what it actually looks like, say, in terms of the show or books, creative liberties were definitely taken, and the same thing goes for this pack, but it was definitely done more tastefully. But while the pack may have taste, it lacks a lot of flavor. Not like I can actually taste it anyway.
I better wrap this up before this turns into me thinking about food. So yeah, overall, like I said, mediocre pack. I think I might actually give it I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 10. It's simplistic, but I mean, if you buy it for your kid to, obviously, put around the house, you put stuff around for decorations, like when a good example is also like the winter caboose, put it around your house as like a decoration, then I don't see any harm picking it up, but I really don't recommend it. And so everyone, that's basically it for this review. I've been UseFlinge11, signing out. Take care everyone. Hope you have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And I'll see you guys next time. Okay, let's see. Time for me to go over my little list I made here. Alright, so let's see. Changed into a new outfit. Check. Found the lamp. Oh, check. Drank some hot chocolate. Yep, I just did that. Make a new Christmas theme review. Oh, check. Well then, in terms of things I've been meaning to do towards the end of this year, I think we're pretty much good. So glad I found the lamp. And I wonder what the next year will bring in store for me. But for now, I think it's best I just, live in the here and now, so to speak. After all, in these times, it's the only thing a man can do. Well, anyway, Merry Christmas to all good night, and God bless you all.